Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrible General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Bayou Time Sports. Harry McCullough here. Got a nice treat as we got a champion on board tonight. We're going to talk a little boxing with the King, Jonathan Guidry, the King Guidry. He's out of Dulac. He's a heavyweight North American Boxing Association heavyweight crown. He just defended his crown against Beware Stavern there. Justin Verdant is the owner and boxing coach at Extreme MMA and Fitness is also here as well. So, man, pleasure to meet you, see you. This is unbelievable, man, that we got somebody from Dulac that's a world champ. We were just talking a little bit beforehand. Let's get to know you a little bit. So you're from Dulac.
Yes, sir.
Did you grow up trapping and shrimping? I do see that. I didn't know if that was part of the stick, like, oh, yeah, I'm a shrimper. But
yeah, that's what we did. I was shrimping and crabbing, pretty much, you know.
That's your family.
Off the bayou, you know, right. That's what we do.
Yeah, well, that's what we all do down here, right?
Seafood.
It's all good. How'd you get into boxing?
Growing up, my brother would, and who was related to Justin, the whole family. You know, been boxing. I've been boxing probably like 8 years old, off and on, you know, and it's been the same group of people, us, Justin, Elsie, Martin, always just stuck with it, you know, and I just always under the radar, and now we where we need to be at now.
Yeah, now you're on the radar. You're like a blimp going across the United States, right? Hopefully nobody shoots it down. Hey, Justin, pretty good to have a guy like this walk into your gym, although he didn't walk into. He's been there since 4 or 5 years old, right?
Yeah, he been a champion since he was a little kid. We always knew he could make it to the top to where he's at right now and go a lot further. We always knew it, so it's awesome to have somebody like that.
Yeah, it's not an overnight deal though, right?
No, it's
you're 33 years old now.
Yeah, that's what I say. If we would have had this opportunity when I was about 24, 25ish, it would be, you know, a lot better. But like I said, it was just been a slow process. And we stuck with it a lot of time, you know, thinking that it's probably don't see nothing.
Right.
But then we got a call from Don King. We've been dealing with Don King.
The Don King.
Yeah. So that's pretty much my promoter now, and he's putting us out there in big fights, and we doing pretty good in the fights.
So you're 19-1-2, is that
yes,
right?
Sir.
Over 9 years as a pro.
Yeah.
You talked about coming up. You did Golden Gloves and all that.
I was amateur. My record in amateur was like 38-8. I won a state and regional Golden Gloves 5 years in a row. Won a few titles, amateur titles. Ringside World Tournament. And like I said, just been a slow process, you know.
Right. And look, that's the way it's kind of got to be, I guess. And
yeah.
Unless you do hit Mike Tyson, you're coming up at 17 years old.
Right.
It's a little different for most people.
It depends. If you get with the right people, then they can get you out there. Like I said, once we got with Don King, we was able to fight for a world title, which I think was kind of, they didn't expect me to do as good as I did. And we was fighting Don King's fighter. So when you go to the scorecard with a champion.
DeCorey Scott was that fight, right?
No, that was Trevor Bryant.
Oh, that's Trevor Bryant.
For the world title.
I got
I lost the world title. It was I lost a split decision to the world champion. So a split decision. I thought it should have been a draw. Right. And then
it was Don King.
Yeah, you fight Don King, his fighter.
Now you his
so
guy.
Now he seen how good we did. So now he's kind of picked me up, and I had to fight DeCorey Scott for this belt, and we knocked him on the 7th round, and now that's how we got this belt. In the last fight, we had to defend it against Bermain Stavern, who was a big name in boxing. He fought
right. He's been fighting for a while.
Yeah, he ain't got that fight in him no more, and we was able to put his name under a belt, and now we're trying to fight back for the WBA, back for the world title against Daniel Dubois. So we're trying to work that out.
And probably this summer?
Probably so. He had messed up his knee in a fight, his last fight, so he got to go through surgery. So. And he had, I guess, a year or so to defend the title, so it should be within about 8 months.
And you fought down in Miami for this last defense?
Yeah, Miami,
you have any idea where you're going to fight this next one?
It'll probably be overseas because he's a champion. And,
where's he from?
From London.
Oh, he's from London.
Yeah, so we'll probably have to go overseas and fight over there.
Yeah, okay. Well, interesting. You're getting to see the world a little bit, right?
Right, get to travel. That's one thing with boxing we always did. We got to freaking travel a lot. We went to a lot of places. We went to Kansas City,
We did
Missouri.
many fundraisers trying to go places
Yeah, oh, yeah.
and help them out.
You gotta
Yeah,
go.
did good.
Good. We have some video of you guys training that we'll roll in here. You fight under heavyweight?
Yeah, small
Dude,
heavyweight.
I was about to say, now heavyweights now are growing up to be like 6'9", and you know, roll that video, please.
Yeah,
and
I'm
The word champ, what that makes you feel like? When people put that to your name, how does that make you feel?
Cause I feel I didn't make it yet, you know what I'm saying? I still got a lot to go, you know. Locally people know me, but we still got, you know what I'm saying? We gotta make the world say champ, you know.
How you feeling, champ?
Great, man, great.
Come on.
Fight days getting closer.
How we feeling?
Feeling great, man. Feeling great. Great. Looking forward to it. No doubts, man. You know, confidence.
Amen.
A lot of confidence.
Yeah.
You're doing good, man. You work hard for this fight here. Hard, real hard.
Jonathan, how'd you get the nickname King?
It's a long time ago, really. I just always was that an amateur, and never changed it.
King. You guys, but you saw this early, right? Like I say, he walked into the gym, Justin, and you saw it early in him, right?
Yeah, since he was a little bitty kid, I mean, we always knew it. He was the one. Since, like you said, 8 years old, when he's winning tournaments, he's winning championships since he was young.
Yeah.
You know, and we just waiting for his time, and he finally got a chance through Don King, but Don King giving him the platform to get where he's at. You know, so we did many shows here in Houma and in New Orleans for him to try to get to where he's at, and that's how he started off in the small shows. Now he's up top.
Absolutely, Jonathan, you grab that belt, man. If you can show it to, that's so impressive, man. So that's an awesome look, and. You know, hard fought. What'd you feel when they put that around your waist for the first time?
It felt good because normally in the fight, I'm always the underdog. Like I said, we went in that fight. This dude I fought with, Corey Scott, he was supposed to be the next coming. They was calling him Tyson. And to me, I'm like, I had way more experience. A lot of people don't realize, like I said, how long we've been doing this. I've been doing this. And so at first I thought I was going to be, the upper edge. And then when we go to the fight, everything was about him. So I'm like, all right, I like to be the underdog. And when we knocked him out,
you caught him?
Yeah, it surprised a lot of people. But I knew that was going to happen the whole fight because he ain't had that much experience. He was 7-0, but all his fights was knockouts. But he didn't go the distance. And he was young. So
Boxing is sweet science, right?
Yeah,
you got to
smart.
know about
It's
what's
mental.
going on. Yeah.
It's real mental. And like I said, I just knew we could have beat him. But like I said, the bigger guy, that's going to be the real test, So
Yeah, let's talk about what boxing has become. Tyson Fury is 6'9" now.
Yes.
And we were talking, it kind of started with Lennox Lewis, the Klitschko's, and that heavyweight crown now are guys that are 6'8", 6'9", and almost 300 pounds, right?
Yeah,
so
they're huge.
you're Mike Tyson size.
Right.
You're a little heavier than Mike, but you come in right at 5'11", almost about 250 pounds. I don't know if you fight at 250, but so how do you make up that difference?
Like I said, an amateur, I always had to fight these big guys. I mean, you kind of used to fighting people 6'4", 6'6", just getting in the inside, staying there, and what happens, I would hit hard. So actually, it surprised a lot of big guys. But sometimes I see big guys in my head, I'm thinking, a coach got you in here. You don't want to be here. You just here because they're using your size, you know.
Right.
And some of them bigger, they can't fight. But now we get into them levels with the guys, they can fight. So like my next fight might be Daniel Dubois. He's 6'6". He's a big boy, and the winner out of us probably fight the winner out of Klitschko. Tyson Fury and Usyk, because they fighting. And the heavyweight, there's only like 5 big belts, and Tyson Fury got one, Usyk got like 3, and Daniel Dubois got the other one. So Tyson Fury and Usyk is gonna fight, And maybe if I get that fight where you, Dane Dubas, the winner out of us, the fight the winner out of them.
Yeah, I mean that could be life-changing money and
right, yeah,
and everything else.
Unify all the titles for the heavyweights. So that's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, no, that would be unbelievable. So, what is your style? You're a knockout puncher, or I was watching you hit those jabs, and it seemed like those jabs are pretty good. But do you like to counter punch? I know you went the distance last time.
Yeah, like I find I can adapt to my opponent, whatever they can, whatever they lacking. If it's going backwards, forward, left, or right, I'll just make them. Whatever you can't do, I'll do. You know what I'm saying? Some people go in the fight going one way. Some people, you know, they do the same thing after a while, and I could pick up to. I could adapt to my opponents.
Mm-hmm. But if you get an opening, you like take a guy out.
Yeah, I can take him.
Making it easy night, right?
Yeah.
No doubt. So let's go back to your start. You went to Ellender, you said,
yeah,
and you got into boxing early. What do you do from now? I know I know what the paydays are early on in your career. So you working? You do other jobs?
Yeah, we still shrimping and crabbing.
Oh, you do that for a living?
Yeah, that's what we do for a living, shrimping and crabbing. And that's what's kind of hard about it, because that's real work. You know, it's hard work and you miss a lot of sleep. And it's hard to squeeze in the gym sometimes. But like when I got a fight coming up, I would take about 2 months off and just straight train. But if we get these big fights, then we probably could just train and wouldn't have to work. Look,
man, shrimping is tough enough, right? The price of fuel, the turtle excluded devices, all the other things that have been against, the price of the dock, all of that stuff I know is hard. I know it'd be great to represent this area and to kind of help your family out to get a real big payday doing this. You think you're a couple of fights away from one of those life-changing things?
Yeah, I think that it's going to be the next fight. Next fight, like I said, if we can fight back for that world title, that's going to be some big money.
Well, maybe they'll let you off of the shrimp season a little earlier and let you train a little more.
Go to training camp,
Yeah, you go up to like altitude and train like that.
Go to
right?
Big Bear over there.
No, that's awesome, dude. We're proud of you here for sure, and
Thank you.
To represent our area, man, in the ring. There's people. I went to a dentist the other day. He's like, "Hey, who's this kid? This guy from Dulac?" So the name's getting around. People are talking. And how big is that to kind of represent the area when you go into the ring?
Well, like I said, my area is always, like, we got the biggest crowd. Even though we traveled, went all the way to Ohio, I had the biggest crowd. Went to Miami twice, and that's what Don King sees, that I have people behind me. I have the whole town. They're like, man, he got the whole city behind him. And everybody, like you said, they don't really know who I am, because I'm kind of shy. I don't really like that at all. So I just go there and fight, because to me, if you talk shit, you got to back it up.
Right.
So I don't like to.
I got you. That might be part of the game. We've seen the Conor McGregors of the world kind of make money off of it, but I'm the same way. I like to bow. When MMA stuff, I like when they're humble and respect the guy, and it is a sweet science.
That's a dangerous sport. Anything can happen. Like I said, win, lose, or draw, as long as I make it, me and my opponent make it back home safe, that's all that matters.
That's awesome, man. Well, again, congratulations, and we'll be looking forward to it. Let us know when you're training, and we'll come and check it out.
All right, thank you.
All right, but Justin and the King, thanks, man. We appreciate it. We'll be back with more Body Time Sports after this.